Hello, my name is Sonali Chopra. Welcome back to another episode of Around the World. It is aptly said that two swords cannot fit in one sheath, and this proverb applies well to the international relations between China and the United States. The struggle for dominance between these two nations is quite evident. Consequently, while China seeks to strengthen ties with countries opposed to the US, America counters by aligning with China's neighboring countries against it. However, recently, both nations appeared together. The United States and China restarted semi-official nuclear weapon talks after 5 years. The US expressed concern that China might use nuclear weapons in a conflict with Taiwan, while China clarified that they have no intention of attacking Taiwan with nuclear arms. This raises the question, what is the China-Taiwan dispute? What role does the US play in this conflict? And how might this affect US-China relations? In today's episode, we will discuss these questions. Let's start the discussion. China, a country advancing its policy of expansionism, often creates new conflicts with its diplomatic maneuvers. Taiwan, located approximately 161 kilometers off China's southeastern coast, is situated between the South China Sea, the East China Sea, and the Philippine Sea. Its geographic location makes it economically and strategically significant. China considers Taiwan a part of its territory, while Taiwan sees itself as independent. It's important to note that while Taiwan presents itself as an independent country with a democratic government, it has never officially declared itself as a separate nation. This is why China claims sovereignty over it. Taiwan's geographical location and its economy give it a distinct identity on the global stage. Many electronic devices we use daily contain chips made in Taiwan. According to a report, the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company alone controls more than half of the global chip market. If China were to take control of this island, it would have the opportunity to demonstrate its power in the Western Pacific region and compete with the US. Additionally, Beijing would gain control over industries that drive the global economy. However, China often claims that its intentions towards Taiwan are peaceful and accuses the US of encircling it with military bases from Australia to Japan. Regarding the China-Taiwan dispute, the US has made it clear that it is committed to Taiwan's security, but has never stated that its soldiers would participate in a conflict on Taiwan's behalf. You might wonder why the US is interested in the security of a small island group. The answer lies in the US efforts to secure its economic interest through diplomacy. The whole issue revolves around the South China Sea. The South China Sea is located to the southeast of China, south of Vietnam, west of the Philippines, and north of Borneo. Its geographic location makes it strategically significant. According to the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, 1/3 of global maritime trade passes through it. The billions of dollars in trade through this sea make it an important geopolitical waterway. Since 2010, China has been converting small, uninhabited islands into artificial islands under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. China has been altering the size and structure of these islands artificially and has established airstrips on the Paracel and Spratly Islands. On the other hand, the US criticizes the construction of these artificial islands and refers to them as a Great Wall of Sand built by China. The US strengthened its position against China in this region through Taiwan and the Philippines. While China claims sovereignty over parts of the South China Sea, the US and its allies conduct regular naval exercises in the area, asserting that the waters and airspace are international and not subject to any one country's control. This often leads to aerial confrontations between the US and China. According to US claims, there have been more than 180 such incidents since 2021. Economically, the competition between the two countries continues. Issues like AI chips, Bitcoin mining, and Chinese investments in the US keep their relations tense. Additionally, many of China's top talents, including tech professionals, are migrating to the US, adding to the strain. Both countries have accused each other of espionage on several occasions, further strengthening the chain of mistrust. Moreover, China and the US stand opposed regarding their allies. Recently, Japan released treated water from its inactive Fukushima nuclear plant into the sea. In response, China banned Japanese seafood imports. However, the US began bulk purchasing Japanese seafood to supply its military, countering China's move. Currently, the two countries are also at odds over the Taiwan issue. It wouldn't be wrong to say that the prospects for improving US-China relations are limited, with more points of contention than cooperation. How these relations will evolve in the future remains to be seen. So viewers, as we conclude today's discussion, here is today's question. Review the global relationship between China and the United States. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.